So over the past month, I've really been struggling to run fast, but today I made a breakthrough and set a PR. Now yesterday I came out to the track and I did some starts with the weight vest. I did block starts, 20s, 30s with the weight vest, then took it off, did 40s and 50s. Felt pretty good overall. I mean, my goal with the weight vest was to work on projection angles, because since I lost a bunch of weight, I noticed that I'm projecting too high out of the start. So I wore the weight vest to try and pull me back down to the ground, feel a lower projection angle, and I felt like it worked pretty well. I didn't expect to feel that great today. I thought I would be pretty tired and sore, but I woke up, felt pretty good, so I thought to myself, well, why not do a workout? So came out to the track. My plan was to do some 80s, maybe go out to 90 meters. So I set up the cones, did my warm-up, used the weight vest in the warm-up, and I felt like it warmed me up a little bit quicker than usual. So by the time I was ready to run, I felt pretty good. Now the first one that I ran was sort of like a warm-up, so it wasn't super fast. But after running that, I felt like, all right, I can really put the hammer down on this next one. My body's safe, I'm not gonna get hurt. So let's see what I got. So set up at 80 meters. I got flying 40 over here. So I got 4 zones set up with the free lap. Now I did have to start on the turn because my track that I use is not a full-size track. So I can't do a straight 80-meter sprint. I can only go to about 60 meters in a straight line. So I set up on the turn, ran an 80, ran okay, took about 15 minutes rest, then I ran another one. I ended up running 284 over a fly 30, which is my second fastest time ever. And then at the fly 40, I ran 380, which is for sure a PR. It was 0.96, 0.92, 0.96, 0.96. So my speed endurance today is really on point. My speed is on point, and I think that suggests to me that I'm in good shape to run. Now, like I said, I had struggled for about a month because first I got kind of hurt by doing the long jump. So I had an adductor issue that was really bothering me and limiting my ability to accelerate. Then I got the flu and I got super sick and was out for 10 days. And then after that, I couldn't really run very fast or do much training. It was sort of like glorified warm-ups when I would come to the track, and I was only able to get 2 workouts in between when I was sick and when I ran at this last meet where I ran 1095. Then after I ran the 1095, I was completely gassed. I did the long jump, set a PR, then ran the 100. I was totally fried after that. Took a day off, then I came out yesterday, did my starts with the weight vest. Felt like, okay, starting to get it back. I'm still not super fast, but at least starting to see some things that were positive to me and showed me that I'm probably getting into better shape now. Then today when I woke up, felt good, my body was not hurting, and I thought, hey, let's try it out. Let's see what a back-to-back sprint day does. And I'm sure glad I came out, because this is the fastest that I've run since 2018, and it's the fastest I've ever run over a fly 40. Now, from a technical standpoint, what I was focusing on today was making sure that I was not projecting too high through the air, both in acceleration and during top speed. If you think about it, when you're running at top speed, you don't want your body to be flying up and down through the air, because A, if you're in the air, you're not able to apply force to the ground. B, if you're going up and down, you're having to launch up, crash. You're not getting as much horizontal force, you're not getting as much horizontal displacement every step, and I just think it's an ineffective way to run. And it's something that has always plagued me, is projecting too high, having too much flight time, and not projecting low enough over the track. So today I was really focused on projecting across the track rather than bouncing up and down a lot, making sure that my stride frequency was as high as possible, and doing that while staying relaxed. And if you can combine the right projection angle, the right stride frequency, or the highest stride frequency you can get, while staying overall relaxed, meaning you're not tensing up, you're not straining for it, that's when you're going to run your fastest times. And today is a perfect example of that. I ran relaxed, I ran with as high a stride frequency as I could, and I made sure that I was trying to not project too high into the air and float the whole way. And sure enough, I run a great time. At least a great time in my book. Yeah, there's people out there running, 2.6s, 2.7s any day of the week. But for me, as someone who has a goal of running 10.5 at some point in my life, this is a really good sign. And this tells me that I'm on track, my body's getting back into good shape, my body is fresh, it's not injured, and overall, if you can put these sessions, together, if you can run fast here and there, that's a good sign that you're probably going to run fast in competition if everything lines up. Now, like I said, I did wear the Hypervest Elite during my warm-up, and I felt like it made my warm-up, I felt like I warmed up quicker. I felt like I was more prepared to sprint. I didn't have to do as many warm-up sprints. So maybe, in addition to using the weight vest when you do acceleration, block starts, hops, jumps, things like that, Maybe you could use the weight vest in your warm-up as a way to accelerate your warm-up, to make your warm-up exercises a little more potent, maybe activate muscles a little bit more. And I think also by wearing it, it probably warms up your core temperature quicker, because it's sort of like, you know, insulating your torso a little bit. So if you do get a weight vest, if you have a weight vest, or if you pick up the Hypervest Elite, got a link below, maybe you could try that. You know, wear it in your warm-up for certain exercises. You don't have to wear it the entire warm-up, but maybe wear it in your sprint drills. Maybe wear it while you're doing some, you know, push-ups and squats and things like that to warm up. And you might find that wearing the weight vest in your warm-up accelerates your warm-up and makes it more effective. So going forward, I do have 2 meets planned this weekend. I may not run at both, but I'm for sure going to run at the ASU Twilight. I was happy to be accepted into that meet, because their last 2 meets, you had to run a 10:15 to get accepted. So I was thankful to be accepted into that. Thank you to the ASU coaching squad for letting me into the meet. On Friday, though, there's the Mesa Invitational. That's also going to be a good meet. A lot of community college athletes, a lot of guys who I've run against, and some people who I know. But my thought today was, well, if I potentially am going to run back-to-back meets this weekend, then I should see how I feel running today after I did a workout yesterday. Considering I felt good, I felt fresh, I wasn't tired, I wasn't beat up coming into today's workout, that tells me I might be able to do these back-to-back meets and be okay. So I'm still going to play it by ear. You know, I'll see how I feel on Thursday, see how I feel Friday morning. If I feel really good, I'll run at the Mesa Invitational. If I still feel like I'm kind of recovering from the rest of the week, then I'll take Friday off, run Saturday at the ASU Twilight, and try to run as fast as I can and put on a good show for myself and you guys. But you know, I'm just really happy that I was able to come out here, run some PRs, run some times that are, you know, pretty much the fastest I've ever run. You know, fastest I've run since 2018, that's for sure. And hopefully this can be motivating to you guys, because I'm sure some of you are in the same situation. You may be running every week feeling like, I'm not in that great a shape, or it's just not, you know, it's not coming together. But you have to be patient. You have to wait for the time where your body is in good shape, where you're healthy, where you're overall in a good state of readiness. And when that happens, you'll run well. But if you're fatigued, if you're hurt, if you're sick, you're never going to run well under those conditions. So you have to keep it in perspective and remember that the only time you're going to run your best is when you're feeling really good and when everything sort of lines up properly. So if you have been struggling, make sure to pay attention to your recovery. Make sure to let those injuries heal up. Make sure you're not sick, and give yourself the time between sessions to recover if you need it. And then when you feel good, run fast.